Hydro Thunder Hurricane!
Hydro Thunder Hurricane, one of my favorite racing games on the Xbox 360. It was also released on PC, but we'll get into that later. Developed by Vector Unit, Hydro Thunder Hurricane is the sequel to the boat racing arcade game Hydro Thunder. Hydro Thunder Hurricane was released in 2010 as an Xbox Live arcade game and later in 2012 for PC. The game features different game modes such as Race, Ringmaster, Gauntlet, and Championship. The game also has multiplayer. There are 11 tracks included, ranging from a lake to Bermuda Triangle. The tracks can get pretty crazy. One track you're racing through a lake, next you're jumping through a portal in Area 51. A few of the tracks are remastered versions of tracks from the original Hydro Thunder, and not to mention the music in this game. It may just be me, but I really like the soundtrack in this game. It was composed by Robb. It only has around 7 tracks, but they all fit the game so nicely in my opinion. I'm using them as background music for this video. The game has 9 boats to choose from, and a rubber duck, each one having different stats. There are also 8 boats included in the Tempest Pack DLC, most just being upgraded versions of current boats. All boats have the ability to boost jump. Press X and your boat jumps in the air. The only requirement to do one is to have boost in your tank. Other than boats, the Tempest Pack DLC includes a few more tracks to play. Let's get into game modes. In the normal race mode, it's a point-to-point or a circuit race depending on the track. The goal is simple: beat the AI opponents. Ringmaster is a time-based game mode where you have to drive through as many rings as possible, each difficulty making the ring smaller and smaller. Each ring gives you boost, and if you miss a ring, you lose all your boost. Gauntlet is a game mode where the track is filled with red bombs. The whole purpose is to avoid them and finish the track as fast as possible. Championship is a multi-event game mode where you select a championship. Each one has anywhere from 2 to 8 game modes, and possibly more. Now on to my favorite part of the game, multiplayer. You can play with 3 other players on split screen, or jump into an online match with up to 8 players. Or do both at the same time. In multiplayer, it's a simple race, at least what I've played, and it's a lot of fun to do with friends or just hopping into a public lobby if you can find one. The only issue I've had with multiplayer, sometimes I'll get a connection error trying to join some lobbies. The game has received pretty positive reviews, currently having a score of 75 for critics and 8.1 for user reviews on Metacritic. I originally played Hydro Thunder for the first time back when I first got my Xbox. The demo came pre-installed onto my Xbox, and as well as some other games. I played the demo a lot, enough that I eventually decided to buy the full game. And I was not disappointed. I have had the game for a long time, and I still get back on it to this day and play some multiplayer if I have Xbox Live Gold. I don't have a gold subscription or anything, so if I ever have Game Pass Ultimate Code or the $1 deal, I revisit this game. Now let's get on to the PC version. In my opinion, it's worse than the Xbox version. Why do I say it's worse? Well, for a while I didn't even know there was a PC version, but one day I saw it on PC Game Pass and decided to check it out. It doesn't seem to be on Game Pass anymore, but you can get the PC version for about $10 on the Xbox app or the Microsoft Store. The PC version doesn't look as good, and it almost seems like a mobile game. This may be because of how Windows 8 was trying to push all of its touchscreen features, but today it just feels like a crappy mobile port, and this game doesn't even have a mobile version. And from what I can tell, it doesn't have multiplayer. So, how does this game hold up in 2022? I would say it holds up pretty well, and should you buy it? I'd say yes if you like racing games. It has a fun single player with different modes and challenges, and the multiplayer is a lot of fun to play with random people or with friends. I would recommend you to check this game out if you have an Xbox 360 or a PC. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to make more videos like this. I wanted to try something new, and if you have any suggestions for other games I should cover, let me know. Thanks for watching.